If you're like me, you grew up absolutely hating to read. In fact, you did anything and everything you could to get out of reading. You see, growing up, I was dyslexic, severely dyslexic, to the point where it was just nearly impossible for me to read. But God had me on a track and eventually healed me of dyslexia and eventually took me to Bible college. And it was in my theology class that my professor taught me a reading habit that completely changed the way that I read books today. It has helped me in reading books for class. It's helped me to be able to read books that help me study for sermons and writing curriculum. And it's definitely helped me in my personal Bible study. And so I just want to share this with you today in hopes that you will find it much easier to read after this and much more enjoyable. And the reading habit is simply this. You start reading your book, but you read it out loud. When you read it out loud, that means that you're also hearing it. And then while you're reading it, for every paragraph that you read, you make a note on a separate piece of paper of the main topic that paragraph was about. And then you go further, and when you're finished with the page, you write another note about what that page was talking about. And these are really simple notes, maybe a sentence or so in length. And then by the time you're done with the book, you have a full page of notes that will help you go back and remember what you read so you can study, or so that way you can apply it to preaching or to your job if you have a presentation or whatever the case is. And it can help you later through your personal Bible study because you have those notes written down and you can go back and remember, oh yeah, that's what God was wanting to do here, or that's what God was doing in this person's life. And so after I learned this, I created my own tool to help me follow along and keep notes. And it's really simple. All you need is a blank piece of paper. And you take a blank piece of paper, just like this, and you fold it in half long ways, so that we have this. And then once you fold it in half long ways, then you fold it short ways, so it becomes like this. It's much smaller, it's easier to manage. You can use this in your book as a bookmark. You can put all of your notes on here, and you can even use it and go line by line through your book, so that way you can follow along a little bit easier. And so this is a resource, a tool that I kind of came up with on my own. I'm sure there's other people that have things that are similar to this. But one of the things that I've also done is I have added lines to the page. So that way I can write straight across. Notes don't start going cattywampus or whatever the case is. But here's what I want to ask of you. Print this off or make one yourself and try it. If it makes reading easier for you, then I would ask that you tell your friends and other people that you know about this simple tool, this simple resource that everybody has available to them, so that way they then can go and start reading and hopefully read and understand a little bit better.